Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtav. In front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, India growth story, the next chapter, leading from the front. This is the award function of Economics Time. Next, India INC needs to step on the capex pedal for growth. Next, Fin contagion, not a risk for India. FM. Next, COVID success rooted in ethos of service. Next, business with a side of banter. Next, digital dreams riding on government support. Next, 11 die in Ludhiana of suspected toxic gas. Next, Bangladesh gives India permanent port access. Next, ED to tab lenders for info on Byju's loan transaction. Next, differing pipe labs IPO says CEO Rao. Next, Reliance joins hands with uh, Muralitharan company for Champa. Next, Gati Shakti to map incubators, textile parks, PLI recipients. Next, SEBI seek investor data from AIF for risk assessment. Next, Man Ki Baat provided platform to connect with people PM. Next, PSB plans to recover bad loans. On page number 2 in pure politics section of that 11, including 3 child death after inhaling poisonous gas in Ludhiana. Next, issue of mutual concern to be taken up during Doval Iran tip. Next, Bangladesh gives India permanent access to ports. Next, advanced light helicopter back in flight mode. Next, Home Ministry cancel life FCRA license. Next, on page number 3, in Pure Politics section of that, private limited JDS is B team of Congress Modi. Next, it's part of public life. Priyanka tells Modi about abuses hurled at him. Next, insult to PM is insult to nation Yogi. Next, Modi factor, social engineering at play in Chikmagaluru. Next, mobile hurdled at PM during Mysuru roadshow. Next, Nota fails to weed out candidates with criminal past. Next, China's Mano reverses in Indo-Pacific role in West a cause for alarm. On page number 4 in the companies section of that, Vedanta founder pushes plan to expand oil zinc output. Next, India Russia to look at possibility of accepting rupee and mir cards. Next, Reliance BP and Naraya price petrol diesel at market rates. On page number 5 in brand and company section of that, India is Timex second largest market now, CEO. Next, Kolte Patil inks deal to redevelop two housing project in Mumbai. Next, Reliance Consumer ties up with Ceylon beverage for Champa. Next, daily cases below 10,000 for a week. Next, DGCA issue show cause notice to AI CEO. Next, Draught beer brand OI to open own cafes. Next, Moonrise in Mumbai. Next, UP Medical Device Park. 59 firms get land. Next, tour operators write to PM to get soups restored. Next, Macrotech to invest rupees 4,500 crore this fiscal. Cities strong demand. On page number 6 in economy section under that, PSB's special drive likely to recover return of loans. Next, PLI beneficiaries, MITRA, parks and fair price shops are now being mapped. Next, economy to grow at 6.5% in FY24. Nitish Virmani. Next, ECL aims at more than doubling underground coal production by 2028. Next, road transport highways sector has most delayed projects, government report. On page number 7 in economic time market section of that, Nifty feels the heat as FPIs remain seller. Next, Powell may face more opposition as Fed choices become tougher. Next, IRDA asks insurers to lay down social media norms for employees. On page number 18 is smart investing sector. Under that, rising funding cost weight on private banks. Next, 60 by 40 portfolio bond volatility has busted the safety valve. Next, need to go green. Next, several summons issue ED. Next, alternative reserve currency. Next, finance minister in lighter mood. Next, China reopening party over has EMs slip back to ward. Next, expanding sector. Next, broadcast held at several locations. On page number 9 in the Economic Times Award section for corporate excellence, in that Company of the Year ICICI Bank. Next, Lifetime Achievement Award Shiv Nadar. Next, Businessman of the Year Arathi Krishna. Next, Policy Change Agent of the Year TV Somnath. Then next, fin contagion, not a risk. Recession is exports market is a concern. Next, we have grown beyond what gender budgeting of 2001 to had to say. We are not looking at women lead policies. Next, corporate citizen of the year Harsh Meriwala. Next, entrepreneur of the year Nitin Kamath. Next, Global Citizen of the Year, Jai Shri Ullah. Next, Emerging Company of the Year, Adani Transmission. Next, India stands resilient even in the times of uncertainty. Next, COVID success rooted in ethos of service, solidarity. Next, government support vital for releasing digital dreams. Next, government feast to match India INC palliated for innovation. On page number 11, in that. Uh, Make this the century of crazy Indian women. Next, exciting year of entrepreneurship in India. Next, $5 trillion economy not possible without private sector increasing pace of capex. Next, infra projects under way to transform the state. On page number 12 in edit page section of that, gender budgeting unleash the crazy. Next, May Day for working class. Next, heartfelt greetings. Next, FIR and foremost, take them seriously. Next, connecting half of the world. Next, real income for growth. Next, miles to go for EVs. Next, with an eye on quality. Next, let's there be lightweight AI. Next, hate speech day, aka no speech day. On page number 13 in companies and economy section of that, Maruti Suzuki remains vulnerable to supply side bottlenecks official. Next, put off norms for quality control on footwear by 1 year. Next, Export Promotion Council asked to work on targets for current financial year. Next, China's Midday looking to acquire Electrolux. Next, India's wax market to reach rupees 252 billion valuation by 2025. Next, equity bulls count on Fed cycle math that worked for decades. Next, bounce back Bitcoin at $30,000 level, but surge puts $1 lakh within sight. On page number 14 in round the world section of that, Sudaneshi rivals trade blame has fighting undermines ceasefire. Next, Bloom civil war can be worse than Syria, Yemen and Libya. Next, China's factory output shrinks as concern over recovery linger. Next, four civilians killed in Ukrainian shelling on Russia's branch. Next, UK government pays offer nurse strikes to go on. Next, Kim's powerful sister slams old Biden over nuclear threat. Next, Biden pledges to secure journalist release, defend free press. Next, US backs Philippines after latest dispute over Chinese ship. Next, Voda's new CEO scaled corporate ladder from Italian startup. Next, flying tractor a window into future of farmers. On page number 15 in Panacha section of that, the magic numbers to boost happiness. Next, conflict of interest. Goldman CEO now dabbles in luxury real estate. Next, sporting mystery. Australia discover football's ashes after 69 years. Next, Chirag Satvik net gold. Next, Punjab Kings stuns CSK by 4 wickets in last ball thriller. Next, Elite Connect. Next, Delhi police provides security to 7 women wrestlers. Next, the $14.8 million in gold and valuables that vanished from an airport. On page number 16 in disruption section of that, government looks to release Digital India Act first draft by the end of July. Next, tweets harder to believe has label change meaning. Next, no window for IPO in current market situation. Pin Lab CEO. Next, songs coming to Insta's photo. Car, uh, Carolusiously soon. Next, Most iPhone users own an Apple Watch. Next, Brave X, Microsoft Bing from search. Next, what gets side by side view on tablets. Next, Twitter will allow publisher to charge users to read articles. Next, Pixel Fold leak shows gapless hinge design. Next, why people are flocking to Jack Troy's Twitter alternative. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.